Hi guys, I'm happy to be teaching you again today. Let's review what we talked about last class. We talked about something that is a healthy eating tool. Do you remember what this is called? Hopefully you remember this is called MyPlate, and MyPlate serves as a healthy eating tool. It helps us to know what foods we should be putting on our plate for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even snacks. These foods are loaded with vitamins and nutrients that help your body to grow big and very strong. Let's review a few of these food groups quickly. First, we have the fruits group. Can you think of a fruit that would belong in this group? We also have vegetables, this green group. Protein is our purple group, and green is our brown group. Up in the corner, we have our blue dairy group. I have a few foods sitting before me here. Let's see if you can help me guess where these foods belong on my plate. Let's begin with pasta. I have some whole wheat pasta on this plate. What group do you think pasta belongs in? I'll give you a clue. It's the same color as my brown pasta. The grain group is where pasta belongs. 4 more to go. Next, we have a cup of strawberry yogurt. Any guesses where this group would belong? It starts with a D and is blue on my plate. Dairy is correct. Yogurt and milk and cheese all belong in the dairy group. Up next, we have watermelon. This is one of my favorite snacks in the summertime. Any guesses what group this belongs in? It starts with the letter F. Fruit is correct. Watermelon belongs in the red fruit group. Next we have almonds. This one's a little tricky. A handful of almonds goes in the same group as eggs and meat. Do you think this is vegetables or protein? If you guessed protein, you are correct. And last but not least, asparagus. Asparagus is green, just like the group on my plate. Vegetables. We have a healthy MyPlate with all 5 food groups loaded with vitamins and nutrients for a healthy body. Today we will be talking about one of these specific food groups. This is a very colorful group and one of my favorites. I'm going to introduce you to one of my friends named Captain Creates. He's going to tell you of an ancient legend for a food that belongs in this specific group. Let's see if you can guess what group he is thinking of.
Hello, astute allies. Captain Create here. There is a Native American legend that goes like this. Long ago, during a time of great famine and starvation in the land, the Great Spirit sent down some berries from the skies to help the people. They ate the berries and used them for many things. The people used them in their cooking and for dyeing clothes. Their leaves and roots were used for medicines. They were very useful. Because the berries came from the skies, they became known as starberries. But do you know what those berries are called today? Drumroll please. Blueberries. You know, blueberries are pretty unique. In fact, they are one of the only berries that actually comes from North America and are also one of the only foods that are naturally blue.
Plus, if you look really closely at the top of each blueberry, you'll see that there is the shape of a star.
Wow, that's amazing!
Right? Blueberries really are amazing. They're also an excellent snack because they provide you with a lot of nutrients like vitamin K, which is important for bone health and to help heal from wounds, vitamin C, which is important for a lot of things, including growth and repair, as well as a bunch of other vitamins and minerals too.
Not to mention, they are absolutely delicious.
You can eat them fresh with pancakes, waffles, yogurt, mixed in with smoothies, for dessert like muffins and sweetbreads, or even have them in less traditional foods like salsas or pizzas, and all sorts of other yummy foods. That's really good.
Don't believe me? Ask the dish.
Oh, check out the links in the description below. What's even better about blueberries is that in some places, they grow all year round. And if they don't in your area, you can almost always find them frozen in the store, so you can enjoy blueberries any time of year. So don't miss out on these amazing blueberries. Check out the links below for some tasty recipes, and don't forget to subscribe to Captain Create.
Hopefully you enjoyed hearing the legend of blueberries. Maybe it made you think where blueberries come from, and next time you see a blueberry, you can look very close and see the star on the top. Today we're going to be doing a fun science experiment. Science is one of my favorite subjects in school. Hopefully you enjoy science too. There's lots of new and exciting things to explore and experiments to see. Today our experiment will be using a box of raisins. Let's take a closer look. For this experiment today, we will be talking about solids and liquids. Which do you think is heavier, solids or liquids? Now, if we were to place solids into the liquid, we would know they were heavier if they sunk to the bottom. If they stay on top, we know they are lighter because they float. Think about a swimming pool. If you drop something that is heavy into the pool, what happens? It sinks, right? Maybe like a quarter, or maybe a toy that is solid, a rock maybe, they would sink to the bottom. Something light filled with air, like a float tube or a pool noodle, would sit on top of the water because it is less dense and not as heavy. Let's see which is heavier, this clear liquid or these raisins. What happened? They sunk to the bottom. That means the raisins are heavier than the water. Now, what if we were to use another liquid that had air in the water? Let's see what happens when raisins are added to this mixture. What happened? Now the raisins are still heavier and more dense. They sink to the bottom. But when the bubbles cover the raisins and put a bubble jacket around the raisins, they dance to the top of the liquid. Interesting, right? This is an awesome experiment to learn about density. Air makes things less dense, like a pool noodle. When it is filled with air, it floats to the top. It becomes less dense than the liquid. These raisins are more dense. They are solid and dense. But when the bubbles and air encircle the raisins, they become less dense and float to the top of our liquid. Now let me teach you how to do this experiment at home. This experiment is super easy and can be done at your house with things you likely have laying around your house. Today, all you will need is 2 cups, one with water, raisins, and any guesses what my bubbly clear liquid was? Sprite. Any clear bubbly liquid will work for this. Carbonated water is another great option. The bubblier, the better. All right, simple enough. And then you talk about density. You talk about heavy, solid things sink, while light, less dense things stay at the top. Next, you take your raisins, which belong in what group? The fruit group. And you add a handful to your liquid. In our water glass, we'll see the raisins sink. They are more dense than the water. Sink to the bottom. Then in our Sprite or carbonated water, we add the raisins. They still are more dense than the liquid, but the carbonation, the carbon dioxide or little bubbles in the water, they add a bubble jacket to our raisins, which causes them to become less dense and float to the top. Let's see. This experiment is called the Dancing Raisin Experiment. Hopefully you can have fun with this at your house and teach your family about fruit and density. The fruit group is very healthy for our bodies. It is loaded with nutrients and vitamins to make our bodies strong, healthy, and not get sick. Have you ever felt like this before? Gross and yucky on the inside? Maybe you've had to stay home from school sick. Maybe you had a headache, a fever, a tummy ache. Being sick and feeling yucky on the inside is no fun. Did you know the food you eat can prevent you from feeling that way? It's true, vitamins and minerals keep your body strong, healthy, and from feeling sick and yucky like that doll. On my table, I have some fruits, some of my favorites. Raspberries, grapefruit, cantaloupe, oranges, apples, blueberries, strawberries. There are so many different kinds of fruit. If some of these fruits you do not like to eat, that is fine. There are plenty of different other fruits you can choose from. One thing that is important when you are eating fruits and vegetables is to try to eat a rainbow of colors. Any guesses why we should eat a rainbow of colors? First of all, it makes it a lot more interesting. What if you only ate apples for the rest of your life? That would get boring and old really fast. Having lots of colors adds variety and taste. But did you know it also adds a variety of vitamins? All of these different fruits are different colors, and they contain different vitamins. Eating only one color of fruits and vegetables gives us vitamins, but not all the vitamins our body needs to be healthy. Eating a rainbow of colors gives us lots of colors and lots of vitamins. Did you know vitamins protect our bodies? Let's say, for instance, vitamin A. Any guesses what vitamin A does for our body? Eyeball health. Vitamin A helps your eyes to be strong and healthy, and we get that vitamin from eating fruits and vegetables. Lots of colors, lots of vitamins. Another vitamin that we can get from eating fruits is vitamin C. Vitamin C helps your body to be healthy. It helps you to not get sick. And when you do get sick, maybe a cold or the flu, vitamin C acts like ninjas to fight off sickness so that you get feeling better faster. Pretty important, right? Vitamin C can be found in most fruits, especially oranges. Do you like to drink 100% orange juice and eat oranges? If you do, you like vitamin C. Vitamin C is very healthy for your bodies. When you drink fruit juice, this is another great way to get fruit into your body. But an important thing to remember is to choose 100% fruit juice. You can see this on the label of fruit bottles at the store. 100% fruit juice means all of the juice in the package comes from fruit. There is no added sugar or preservatives or things that are not good for your body. But drinking too much fruit is also not good for you. Fruit juice can be a great option to get fruit into your body, but the best way to get fruit is to eat whole fruit. This gives us fiber and extra vitamins that we don't get as much of from drinking juice. Let's talk for a second about a few more of these fruits. Blueberries, for instance. Captain Creates taught us about the legend of blueberries. Do you think the vitamins in blueberries are the same as the vitamins in oranges? Similar vitamins, but they are not the same. So eating some blueberries and some oranges every day will give us more vitamins than if we were only eating blueberries or only eating an orange. Try to eat more variety of fruits every day. Teach your family about this importance. Lots of vitamins means lots of fruit. So keep your body healthy today and try eating a variety of fruit. Today for our healthy snack, we will be making a recipe with a variety of vitamins, a variety of fruit of lots of different colors. Let's make this recipe. Today for our recipe, we'll be making homemade fruit salad. Maybe you've made fruit salad before. Today we'll be using different colored fruits. When we eat fruits and vegetables, we should try to eat a rainbow of colors. Each fruit and vegetable color has different vitamins. If you're eating lots of different colors of fruits, you're getting lots of different vitamins. If you only decided to eat red fruits, that would be so boring, but you'd also only be getting the vitamins that that one red fruit had. Today we'll be using 3 different colors of fruits. We'll be using purple grapes, red raspberries, and green apples. Now for this recipe, you can use any fruit. You could use orange slices, you could use blueberries, pineapple, bananas, blackberries, any kind of fruit will work for this recipe. You could even try using canned fruit or frozen fruit. If you choose to use frozen fruit, let it sit on the counter for a few minutes so that it can get soft and not be so hard. It might be tasty to have some frozen blueberry bites in your fruit salad. Today, we will be using some purple grapes. I already sliced most of these in half to make them easier to eat. You're welcome to leave them full or cut them in half. It's totally up to you. I love recipes like these because you can be creative and use your mind to do it any way you choose. So if I'd like to cut my grapes in half, I simply take the grapes off the vine and use a knife with your parents' help. Even a butter knife works for most of these fruits. And I'm going to slice it right in half. One thing I like to see when I do this is to look inside the fruit. Usually when you eat a grape, you just eat it whole. You don't get to see how beautiful the inside of a fruit is. The inside of a grape has lots of seeds, little tiny seeds, and it's very shiny on the inside, almost clear on the middle. You'll have to try this at home and see for yourself. I'm going to put a couple of spoonfuls of sliced grapes in my bowl. Now again, you can do as many grapes, as few of grapes, or as many of whatever fruit you choose. Next, I'm going to add some raspberries. Now, if you have big raspberries, you're welcome to cut these in half also. But my raspberries are pretty bite-sized, so I'm going to use them in their whole form. Maybe a couple more. How's it looking so far? Purple grapes, red raspberries. Next, apples. I sliced my little green apples into these little cubes. These will be really easy to bite. You can slice your apple in half, slice them into slices, and then use your knife carefully to cut your apple into little cubes. If you have too big of apples, it might be a little bit hard to chew. I'm gonna put a few sprinkles of apple cubes into my bowl. How's it looking? Very colorful, right? Remember, lots of colors means lots of vitamins. Now for our sauce that goes on the fruit salad, I'm going to be using yogurt. Now you can use any flavor of yogurt here. It's all up to your imagination. Peach yogurt, vanilla yogurt, plain yogurt. Today I'll be using strawberry yogurt. I told you earlier that strawberry was one of my favorite fruits, so I chose strawberry yogurt. We'll do a few spoonfuls into my bowl and then mix it right up. Super easy, right? You could try making this for your whole family for a dinner. You would need a larger bowl and probably a couple containers of yogurt. But 1 container of yogurt is perfect for 1 to 2 people. I used about half of my container of yogurt and I was able to make this whole bowl of fruit salad. Lots of different colors, lots of different vitamins. Let's take a taste. So delicious. That yogurt makes it so creamy and adds a lot of vitamins and a lot of smooth texture. It's delicious. Got an apple in that bite. It's kind of exciting to see what fruit you'll get in your bites. Hopefully you try this recipe at home. Eating healthy is so important to do with your family and friends. Practice making healthy choices together. Up next, we'll be playing outside with the PE teacher, getting exercise for your body to stay strong and healthy. Let's learn about this exercise. Today, for your outdoor activity, you'll be playing fruit color tag. How you'll play this game, you will go outdoors and stand in a line, shoulder to shoulder. The caller, the PE teacher to begin with, will start a far distance back. She will yell out a color, like yellow. If you can think of a fruit that is this color, you will run towards the teacher. The first person to reach the teacher becomes the new caller, but first they must say what fruit they were thinking of that was this color. Try not to repeat fruits you have already said. So if the next caller calls yellow as well, the person that reaches them must say a different fruit. Maybe bananas or star fruit or lemons. Be thinking of all the different colors that we see in fruits. Remember, lots of different colors means lots of different vitamins, and that is a very healthy habit you can learn today. Teach your family about eating lots of different colors, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.